Hello YouTube viewers, this is Lisa again. Today we're going to be digitizing a pattern, and what that means is I'm taking a pre-purchased pattern. I think this was a butt trick, and it's a pattern of some pleated trousers, and I am going to recreate this in Pattern Master Pattern Editor in order to be able to repeatedly print this out or to use it. So first thing we did, I took my pattern and I put it over two pieces. I taped two pieces of tissue paper together right in through here, and then I laid my pattern piece over and traced it out with a marker. Now I always end up taking two pictures simply because with the camera I don't have a tripod that will allow me to get this dead on, straight on from up high, so I have to do it manually, and I do that in case I take one picture that's off kilter. In order to find out whether I have one off kilter, I go into my line tool. I'm going to click it right here, and then in Photoshop you hold down your shift key to get a perfectly horizontal line or a vertical line. Now when I did that to both of these images, I noticed that this one is off. So I don't think I'm going to use this pattern piece. This one seems to be pretty on. So I won't have to do much rotation in Pattern Editor in order to get this to line up. So let's get rid of him. No, I don't want to keep him. Now let's rotate him. In Pattern Editor, in Photoshop, it's Image, and then you're going to rotate, which is E. And then we want to do this 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to get rid of this line. Now, the next thing I want to do is to cut out just this white part. So I'm going to use my lasso tool right here. And I don't know what it's called in other applications, but this is what it is in Photoshop. All I'm going to do is go down here and cut around. Get my lines around here, match it up, edit, copy, and then I'm going to Control P for paste, and what that does is it gives me just that without the background. See, no more background. So then I'm going to go File D on Photoshop, or it's the new one, CS3 I think I have, and you want to save it as a JPEG. So let's save this, and I already have this that I need to replace. This is a much better copy. Now let's go over into Pattern Editor. Let's get rid of this guy. This was the one I was working on and I didn't like him. Alright, let's File Merge. Alright. First thing I want to do is to look in here. What in the world is this? Delete. Nope. This was over something. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is let's zoom right here. I want to measure how far it is from here to here, and that's 158.73. Okay, so we know that 158, we need to get, that's much too long. 158 inches, much too long. So we need to get into here, and that's why we drew this little 2-inch square. So let's measure from here to here. And that's 6.907. Let's go down to our calculator. 2 inches divided by 6.907. 28.9%. So that's going to be basically 71% too big is what it is. This 2 inches is 28% of this 6.907 measurement, and that's about 30%, so that's about right. 2 into 6 is 3, and that's about right. So we need to do a 71% scale down. We need to shrink it 71%. Let's zoom P. Let's make a copy of this because I don't want to mess up my good one. Scoot him down some, and then we'll ZS for zoom selected. Now we need to shrink this guy. Scale, we said 71%, and we want it to be proportional. We want it to shrink 71% this way and 71% this way. 71%. Okay, now here is our working copy. Let's zoom selected and then zoom window right in through here and measure again. From here to here, roughly 2 inches. I'm happy with that. Zoom previous. We're gonna, okay, it was acting funky on me. Let's measure from this point down to this point, 45 inches. Okay. I want a line. What do we say? Zoom window. What did I say? 45 inches. I want it to start here, and I want it to go straight down. 45. Zoom previous. Let's go down here and look at it. Where'd it go? Okay. Alright, we got that all the way down. I want to zoom in here and see how close it is to this grain line. It's just about perfect. Maybe we can do just a little bit more. Measure from there to there. 0.068 inches. Here's what you do. And then we're going to rotate by units. We're going to rotate this. No. This. Where are we? I'm going to rotate by units. Snap to the pivot point. Right here. Snap to the other end of the pivot line. Right here. 0.6, and we want it to go clockwise. Now we need to bring this line back up to show it again. And let's move this point a little bit down so we can have a large line. Okay, that looks pretty good. It looks like we're straight on grain. Maybe not. .097. .097, and we're going clockwise. Ah, that's what it was. We needed to go counterclockwise. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's almost there, isn't it? That's not even 1/10 of an inch. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so we've got our grain line right here. So we know that this is lined up pretty straight. Let's put some lines in for, I want a zoom window because we know these are going to be perpendicular. So let's do a line. Okay. Let's go down here. It's not that far off. And let's make 2 copies. And then this guy will go up here. Okay. Where else do we have to mess with? Let's put a couple of grain lines in. And we want this about 35 inches going vertical. Putting it on the pant first. And then we want this one to be about 6 vertical place. And we'll put it on the pocket. Alright. Got our grain lines in. Let's zoom out. This grain line I think we can move up and over. Let's move him. For the time being, let's just move him up here. Now, let's go ahead and make the pocket. First thing we want to do is an arc. From here to here. Let's do a line. Right click it to snap it to that arc's point. Down to here. Let's do an arc, right click there. Down to this point. And just give it a barely perceptible nudge. We're going to arc. Wrong. We're going to arc and right click from here. Let's go down to this bottom right here and just tap there because there's nothing to click onto. Okay. Hit your space bar because we're going to do another arc. Right click here and go up to here and work it around. Now we do a line. Right click. Hold your control key to get it straight and then tap. Line. Right click. And it looks like right there. Let's do an arc from right click right there to here. Okay. And then let's do this high hip line here. Now let's get all of these. And we're going to move them off to the side. Now we can go ahead and probably mess with this just a little bit more. It's not right. Zoom window. Let's see what happens if we did it from here. Control key over to here. No, that won't work. Okay, let's go from here straight across to here. See if we can clean this up a little bit more. That looks pretty good. Let's zoom in and make sure we got our points. That one looks good. Let's intersect this guy with this guy. And I think we missed a point over here. I'm just hitting my arrow keys, that's all. Yeah. Let's move this point. Right click. Up to here. Now let's do an intersection of this guy to this guy. And likewise to there. Maybe that's not it. Maybe it's the inner one. Back out, back out. Let's try it again. Intersect that one. Okay. Try this one more time. Ah, okay. We're still not intersected here. Move point, right click, get in there, intersect this with that. There we go. Okay, let's do one right in through here. To here, and then just kind of smooth that out. See if we can't do some intersecting. Yeah. Maybe this one won't. Let's try it. Nope. It's because we didn't intersect well right here. Yep. Move point here, right click, merge it in there, intersect, here to here. There we go. Let's see if we can intersect this to this and that. There's a hole. Just move the point. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's put some text on it. And this is your pocket inset. And right here is your high hip line. Now we need to do some offsetting. Remember, this was with seam allowances. So I need to offset. Let's change our style first. Let's offset the 625, oops, 0.625. And then just go inside. Normally we go outside, but today we're going to go inside because we want these stitching lines. Now we will make the other inner bag pocket so that it matches up with the curve that we just created here. There we go. Some of them you have to play with. And let's get rid of that guy, and we don't need this. Okay, there's our pocket. Let's group it. Now to test all this out, I will be, oops, undo. I will be printing them out and laying the actual pattern on top of it to make sure that everything is lined up just fine. Now you do the same thing with the rest of this. You create an arc from here to here, pull it in, align, right click to snap to the point, and then just start taking it down. And then you just keep on going around, and then you do your seam allowances on the inside, and that's basically all you do. That is all you have to do, and it's really pretty easy. Well, just wanted to show you that. Thanks for watching. You all have a wonderful day. I hope you got something informative out of this. We'll talk to you next time.